Hey there, and welcome to Careers Unchecked, the podcast where we stop checking boxes and start making moves. This is for barrier breakers, career builders, and anyone who's ready to build a career that actually feels like theirs. I'm Brandi Oldham, career coach, interior designer, and year-round iced coffee drinker. Around here, we keep it real. From navigating career pivots to figuring out how to stay balanced when your to-do list feels like it's just never ending. Whether you're chasing that next promotion, thinking about switching things up, or just trying to figure out what's next, you're in the right place. My goal? To help you trust yourself, take action that feels good, and build a career that's sustainable, not stressful. So grab your drink of choice, settle in, and let's get to it. I want to start this episode with a confession. Recently, I made one of the hardest business decisions I've ever had to make on this journey. I made the decision to close down the Coaching Collective. It's a program I had dreamed about for years, invested in, and built with so much heart and excitement. And on paper, it was working. Coaches were signing up, the systems were running, but behind the scenes, I was absolutely exhausted. I felt like I was carrying an extra business on my back, and every time I tried to rest, the collective would creep back into my mind, and I just kept telling myself, if I just push through, it's going to get easier. But it didn't. The truth is, in this stage of my life, I just can't give everything to every idea, despite really wanting to. Between running 2 businesses, caring for my young son, and showing up fully for my clients, my bandwidth was just stretched way too thin with the collective. And if I can't deliver excellence, that's my sign it's time to simplify. And focus on what I do really well, and sometimes that means just a few things. So I made the hard choice. I shut it down, and I've decided to go back to being a solo coach. And you know what? The moment I decided, I felt lighter, restful, clear, because sometimes rest doesn't look like a nap. Sometimes rest looks like releasing the thing that's draining you, even if it looks shiny and successful on the outside. Now, let's be real. If you're listening, I'm guessing you've had your own version of this at some point in your life. Maybe it's not shutting down a whole program, but maybe you are working on days off because you're worried if you don't, you'll fall behind. Or you're answering emails at 10 p.m. when your brain feels like mush. You tell yourself, I'm going to rest when this project is done, except there's always another project. Sound familiar? For high achievers, rest feels dangerous. Like if we slow down, we're going to lose our credibility, or that someone is finally going to notice that we're not as together as we look, right? Most of us know we need rest. We've read the articles about burnout. We've scrolled past the self-care quotes on Instagram. But knowing and doing are 2 very different things. And it's not just personal. The research actually backs this up. Recent workplace studies show that 82% of employees are at risk of burnout, and 77% have experienced burnout in their current job. Gallup identified 5 key drivers. Number 1, unfair treatment. Number 2, unmanageable workload. 3, unclear communication. 4, lack of manager support. And 5, an unreasonable time pressure. Even with these stats, we keep pushing because the culture we live in rewards exhaustion. We hand out gold stars for answering emails at midnight, but nobody gives you a trophy for taking a nap. I wish they did. So let's reframe this. Rest is not about indulgence. It's strategy. If you want to show up as a grounded leader and make thoughtful decisions and actually enjoy your career, rest has to be built in. It's not extra. It's essential. So here's the biggest mistake I see people make. They wait for permission. They wait for their boss to say, hey, take a break. They wait for, the team to say, we've got this. Go ahead, rest. But the reality is that permission rarely, if ever, comes your way. You have to give yourself permission and build it into your career. So let's talk about what kind of rest we need. Physical rest, mental rest, and emotional rest. Physical rest. This goes beyond sleep. Yes, please sleep. I know you. You've probably had 3 cups of coffee before noon and are running on fumes. Hi, welcome to the club. And maybe a little bit of sheer stubbornness to get through the day. But physical rest is also about transitions. Your brain needs clear signals that your workday's over. So maybe change your clothes when you're done working, or take a short walk after you close your laptop. 10 minutes of stretching before stepping into family time. These little small things tell your body, we are now shifting gears. And without them, you're going to carry that work tension into your evening. And that's why you wake up every day already exhausted. Now, mental rest. Did you know that your brain processes around 70,000 thoughts a day? No wonder we all feel fried. Most of us never give our minds permission to pause. That's why I teach clients to use like mental reset moments. It might be just a minute of focusing on your breath or 30 seconds of staring at the trees outside your window, putting your feet on grass, or maybe you even turn on a song you really like and actually listen to it instead of like multitasking while you're doing it. This is not about a long period of time or duration. It's about consistency. And then emotional rest. This is the sneaky one. Emotional rest is time with people who don't need anything from you. If you're in leadership or maybe you're the only one in the room at your career, you're likely constantly performing, managing up, managing down, managing perceptions. Emotional rest is rare for you, but it is vital. So you need to find your people, the people who let you exist without performing. Hold on to these people. They are going to be your restoration crew. Let me tell you about one of my clients. She gave 25 years of her life to her company. And when I say she did everything, I mean everything. Finances, HR, operations. She was even restocking the supply closet every month. If there was a gap, she filled it. She was everyone's safety net, everyone's problem solver. But over time, the weight of it on her shoulders just took everything from her. She burned out so hard. Her body finally said no more, and she went through a lot of health stuff. She ultimately made the decision to retire because she just couldn't keep going at that pace any longer, and she thought that was the solution. She didn't want to leave because she didn't love the work. She didn't lack commitment. She just had quite literally nothing left to give. It's been a couple years now, and she's been recalibrating, and she came back with a new perspective. She contacted me and said, I don't want to be retired. I want to find something that provides structure and purpose and makes me feel alive. And most importantly, she wants a role she can leave at the door at the end of the day. Her story is a really good reminder for all of us. Rest isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. And if you don't design it into your life, your body will eventually force you to do so. So here's how you can start building your own rest plan today. So number one, I want you to track your energy leaks. For 1 week, jot down what is draining you and what restores you. You can't manage what you don't measure. And then calendar block your rest moments. You can call it a project review if you need to, but you need to protect it like any other important meeting. And then use energy bookends. Before tough meetings, take 3 minutes to center yourself. After draining interactions, have a reset ritual, a song, a laugh with a friend, a breath of fresh air, your favorite music. And finally, try the 24-hour rule. Once a month, protect a full day where you are completely off the productivity clock. No emails, no life admin, no optimizing, just rest. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with these 3 questions. You can think of them as a gut check for whether you're overdue for a recharge. These are the questions I used when I ultimately had to make my tough decision. 1, when was the last time I ended a day feeling truly restored instead of just done for the day? 2, am I proud of how I'm working, or am I just proud of how much I'm producing? And 3, if nothing changed in the next 6 months, would you feel energized or depleted? And I really need you to be honest with yourself here. Is it time for you to schedule rest? The shame around rest runs deep because we've been conditioned to tie it to our worth, to our output. But that conditioning does not serve you. Rest isn't the opposite of ambition. It's what makes ambition sustainable. Thanks for joining me today on Careers Unchecked. If you've got a career question or just need someone to bounce an idea off of, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take a breath, take a step, and keep moving forward. You've got this.